Hey yo, did y'all see this? It states that CERN researchers have opened a parallel universe to ours that's actually aware that we exist. This implies that not only did they gain access to an alternate reality, but they also have been in communication with them. Could this be the reason that we're experiencing more Mandela effects and glitches in the Matrix? At times, it feels like I'm walking in between realities. Could this be attributed to what CERN is doing? Multiple people have been reporting seeing more shadow apparitions. There's been an influx of shadow apparitions. Like you would literally look to your left or right and you would see something, and then by the time you fully turn your head, it's gone. Could this be attributed to dimensional overlay? Lately, time has been speeding up and it feels like the days are getting shorter and shorter. Now, we all know time is a man-made construct, and they say that it's linear, but it's actually spherical, meaning that it just continuously goes infinite. But lately, it seems like it's been even more obvious that it's an illusion of some sort. It seems like by the time I'm waking up, I'm preparing to go back to bed just as fast as I woke up. My hypothesis is that they're merging timelines because they know that they're running out of time. So they've already been using Project Looking Glass to try to find an alternate timeline where they win. But every timeline that they peek into, they see that we come out victorious. This is because the meek shall inherit the earth. And this whole time they've been breaking galactic law and pretty much hijacking us of our sovereignty. Now, I told y'all that one day CERN is going to open a portal and something's going to come through that they don't want. And it's actually been stated that a fourth dimensional phantom has came through. A lot of people not talking about this. And this fourth dimensional phantom actually disrupts the path of particles as they travel at high speeds. All right, so the faster that the particles accelerate, the more portals and wormholes they have the ability of opening. This entity is purposely interrupting that path. All right, which means that it's basically a guardian of some sort, some form of celestial guardian that's like, nah, y'all not opening this portal, y'all can't do that. So, and this is something that enough people not really discussing. It's nothing they can do to leave this planet to escape judgment. All right, so this is why they're panicking. And this is why it's more important for us now to tap in more than ever. Don't worry about the Epstein files. Don't worry about none of the stuff that they're trying to distract us with. Simply go inward and simply focus on expanding your Condorini. All right, activating your pineal gland. Refraining from bioengineered, genetically modified food. Refraining from the distractions. Getting back in nature. These are all things that are going to rekindle our cosmic celestial light. Kundalini energy is that cerebral spinal fluid that rises up the base of the spine, and it's the strongest energy in the cosmos. And this is why they block it. They block it with raised cortisol levels. They block it with parasitic invaders. The parasites tend to keep Kundalini energy stuck in the root, so it can't push past and actually ascend to the crown. What they fear the most is our expansion. When we expand in consciousness, we completely dissolve the illusion in its entirety. This whole time, they've been utilizing chemtrails, genetically modified organisms, fluoridated water, all for the purpose of throwing us out of synchronicity with our higher self. All right, once we take our power back and we reclaim our sovereignty, all right, as far as our cosmic primordial sovereignty, at that point, all of the illusions around us begin to dissolve. It's important to know that this whole time we've been caught in the midst of a galactic war, and none of the politicians are actually for us. None of them. Whether you're Democrat or Republic, it's important to know that none of them have your back. Whether it's blue or red, they're actually two wings from the same bird. All right, and when the curtain is closed, they're shaking hands. All right, so it's important to know that none of them really give a damn about us, and to stop fighting each other and unify. Once we unify, we completely collapse the illusion also. All right, so it's important for people to wake the hell up. All right, religion is also a form of mind control. It's a tool to actually take you away from yourself. Again, you are the god or goddess that you've been looking for this whole time. By fully aligning your chakra network, you completely step outside the artificial light simulated false construct. It's very important that we properly purge and cleanse the system in order to properly facilitate the ionizing particles that are being emitted from the sun, because there's intense Schumann resonance spikes and more ionizing particles that are hitting us. I recommend cleansing the body with chlorophyll. The dual action chlorophyll system that I have available on Holistic Remedies is a complete internal cleansing kit. When we talk about chlorophyll, chlorophyll is the substance responsible for giving plants its green pigment, and it contains an organic fat substance called mycelium that actually wraps around the toxic metals and microplastics to properly carry them out of your blood. I made you aware that our bodies are very closely related to vegetation, And before the cosmic invasion, our hemoglobin was chlorophyll. The difference between hemoglobin and chlorophyll is an iron molecule versus a magnesium molecule. Somewhere along the lines, when the custodians, the reptilians, and the Greys conquered our planet, they pumped oxygen in our atmosphere, knocked down our massive crystal structures as well as our trees that stretch way out to the ionosphere. This depleted our atmosphere of the necessary nutrients that's required. So when you utilize chlorophyll, not only does it substantially raise your alkalinity, but it also gives you the necessary magnesium needed in order to copolymerize with the light photons that are being emitted from the sun. I do have the dual action chlorophyll system available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. When CERN created the Large Hadron Collider, their objective was to mimic the pineal gland's function. Your pineal gland's primary function is to secrete melanin, which is the cosmic computer that controls your interior and exterior functions anatomically, all right? Melanin literally is a cosmic celestial crystal, and a lot of people don't know about that. They think it's just the color of their skin, but it's really cosmic celestial data that gives you the ability to pretty much communicate and travel through the cosmos and go through portals and all of that. Everything that the Large Hadron Collider can do, your melanin can do way better. This is why CERN's logo is 666. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons is the formula for carbon, which is the base element for melanin. All right, cosmic family, it's important to know that. So this is one of the reasons why they block the pineal gland and why organizations like the CIA utilize things like MK Ultra to pretty much try to make as many of us non-playable characters as possible. Pineal Force is something that I highly recommend for pineal gland activation. The chemtrails, the fluoridated water, the 5G towers, all of them are no coincidence. They're biological attacks. However, when you use things like Pineal Force, it will open up the pineal gland by removing the toxic metals that pretty much cover the magnetites, dendrites, and calcites, which are piezoelectric microcrystals. These piezoelectric microcrystals are cosmic antennas that they don't want you utilizing. And this is why they put fluoride in our toothpaste, why they put bioengineered, genetically modified organisms, why they feed us these things. It's all for the purpose of ensuring that your pineal gland is not functioning at optimal level. I do have the Pineal Force pineal gland activation capsules available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. Super PQQ is a phenomenal component to reverse the process of aging, all right? It's great for mitochondrial biogenesis and it amplifies brain cognition. And this is a fast-acting liquid version that I now added to Holistic Remedies. This is going to be something that's phenomenal for combating the graphene oxide, this deceptive nanotechnology that they were forcing on us through inoculations. I'll say allegedly for this app. If you want something that's age reversing, it's going to reverse the graying of the hair follicle. It's going to reverse wrinkling of the skin. Get yourself a bottle of Super PQQ. PQQ stands for pyrowallaquilline, and it amplifies the mitochondria, which is the battery of the cell. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.